All right, staff for WION Newsroom, and joining me on WION Newsroom is Aditya Juneja, who will break down the big business stories shaping your money and the economy. Miraj Shah will give us all the updates from the world of technology, and Nathra Sasidaran will take us through all the action from the world of sports. And we begin by going over to Aditya for the market updates. Over to you, Aditya.
Well, thank you, Jyotsna. From energy markets to global trade trends, here's a quick look at the top international business stories making headlines today. Well, first up, oil prices climbed to their highest level in more than a month as the conflict in West Asia intensified, with Brent crude rising above $91 a barrel amid fears of supply disruptions. Now, the surge in crude prices fueled concerns over inflation and weighed on investor sentiment, leaving Asian markets mixed, while Chinese equities gained on hopes of fresh economic stimulus. Several regional markets ended lower as investors remain cautious over geopolitical risks and the outlook for global growth. And China's exports of rare earth magnets to the United States remain about 20% below pre-trade war levels despite a trade truce between the two countries. The critical components used in electric vehicles, factory automation and defense equipments continue to be tightly controlled by Beijing. The latest customs data has renewed concerns in Washington over China's compliance with the agreement, even as the US remains heavily dependent on Chinese supplies for these strategic materials. And that is it in business. Now for all the tech updates, it's over to you, Miraj.
Thank you, Adya. The US Justice Department has allowed federal employees to download TikTok on government devices, reversing a ban that had been in place since 2022. The DOJ said the restrictions no longer apply after TikTok's US operations were transferred to a new US-backed joint venture. Under the new guidelines, executive branch employees can install the app on official devices subject to their agency's approval and security policies. The 2022 ban was introduced over national security concerns. Moving on, SpaceX is now targeting Thursday, July the 23rd, for another attempt to launch its Starship rocket after last week's launch was aborted with minutes to go. Now, the company said that it has modified Starship's propulsion system, and that's the problem, and it's fixed that engine issue which forced the previous test to be cancelled. Now, the 13th test flight will carry 20 Starlink satellites to demonstrate the rocket's satellite deployment system and Starlink's laser communication technology. SpaceX does plan to begin launching Starlink satellites into orbit using Starship by the end of this year. That's all we have for you from Tech. For Sports, it's over to you, Athara.
Thank you so much, Miraj. Spain have won the biggest prize in football, the FIFA World Cup. And here's a roundup of the biggest stories and standout moments from the final. Spain defeated holders Argentina 1-0 after extra time to lift the trophy. Ferran Torres scored the decisive goal after Argentina were reduced to 10 men late in normal time following Enzo Fernandez's red card. This is Spain's second World Cup victory after also winning the title in 2010. For Argentine supporters, it was a disappointment as their team failed to defend the title in what is likely to be Lionel Messi's final World Cup match. While Spain are being celebrated for their World Cup victory, the match itself is being dubbed as the worst World Cup final, all because of the one-sided nature of the contest and the lack of fluidity. Spain were dominant in the final with 20 shots compared to Argentina's just 3. Argentina did not register a single shot on target until the 117th minute. They are the first ever team to fail to score a single shot in 90 minutes in a FIFA World Cup final, which is in stark contrast to their attacking performance throughout the tournament. Lastly, riots broke out in Argentina capital after their team's World Cup final loss to Spain. More than a dozen people have reportedly been detained by police. Thousands gathered in the streets of Argentine capital to watch the final, were hoping to see Lionel Messi and company win the World Cup trophy. But after the match, things got out of hands when a group of people started throwing stones and bottles at police. The clashes forced closure of main thoroughfare in the area. Police were seen using water cannons to disperse the rioters as tension escalated. But amid the disappointment, Argentina's government has said that they are looking to honor the team's remarkable campaign. Argentine President Javier Milei has announced that the government will declare a national holiday to honor the team's runner-up finish. The date will be confirmed once the players and the coaching staff decide on their homecoming celebrations. Well, with that, we have come to the end of the sports segment. It's back to you, Jyotsna.
Thank you so much, Athara, for all these sports updates, and Adya and Miraj for all the business and tech stories. Thank you so much for that.